Good afternoon, YouTube. This is Michael, and welcome to I believe this is my fourth new ticket review video. And this is going to be a big one because we have a line of 5 tickets that dropped today. Colorado Lottery decided to drop a series of tickets ranging from $1 up to $10 in denomination, featuring some of the figures that appear on our dollar bills. So, like George Washington, Alexander Hamilton, Andrew Jackson, Ulysses S. Grant, and Benjamin Franklin. So, they all get their place on one of these tickets. And we're going to start with the $1 ticket, simply called Washington. Overall odds are 1 in 4.56, and as with all $1 tickets, it has an overall payback of 60%. So here is the prize table. Top prize is $10,000. There are 4 prizes available. The rest of the prizes go as follows: 500, 100, 40, 30, 20, 10, 5, 4, 3, 2, and of course 1. So the highest amount you can expect to win in a pack is $10. 1 in 300. 1 in every 2 packs will have a $20 winner, 1 in 600. After that, the odds jump drastically. $30 winner and $40 winner are both in the neighborhood of 1 in 3,000 odds. So, good luck getting either of those. Okay. You can see the breakdown. Your chances of getting $3, $4, or $5 are pretty good. Okay. And I do have to commend the lottery for at least putting a guaranteed $10 winner per pack in this game, because the last few $1 games they've put out did not have a guaranteed $10 winner per pack. Okay? But I can recall when the lottery used to have the odds of a $10 winner in a $1 game be around 1 in 100 or 150, which would be like 2 or 3 per pack. So, this isn't great shakes. Okay? You can expect 65 winners per pack of 300. Okay? And your expected payback per pack is only going to be about $148 out of 300, which gives you the expected payback percentage of 49.33%. We will come back to this figure later on. Okay? My score for this ticket is 4.5 out of 10. I don't like the fact that the odds to win $30 or $40 are so high. There's no $50 prize level. 20 is the highest prize you could reasonably expect to achieve in this game. And the highest you can expect to find in a pack is 10. Okay? As I already mentioned, one thing I do like is, at least on this one, they do put a guaranteed $10 winner per pack. And the odds to win 500 for a $1 ticket aren't that bad. 1 in 18,461.54. Believe me, you can do worse. Alright, let's turn to Hamilton, the $2. Overall odds on this $2 are 1 in 4.16, which is a little high for a $2. Overall payback is 62%, which is in line with $2 tickets. So, let's get to the prize table. Top prize is 20 grand, and they only have 3 top prizes, which is a little low for a $2 ticket. Usually there's at least 4 or 5. Okay. There's also only 3 $5,000 prizes, which I don't like that either. Usually there's at least a couple more second prizes. I will say that they did put a lot of $1,000 prizes in. 45 of them, which is about double what you would normally expect on a $2. The rest of the prizes are $250, $100, $50, $25, $20, $15, $10, $5, $4, and $2. Okay. Before I go any further, one thing I am leaving out is on Washington, all the games that I'm covering today are match the numbers. Match the number format. Match any of your numbers to winning numbers. Okay. Get a stack of bills symbol. It's an auto win. And then there's multiplier symbols for each game. On Washington, there's just one multiplier symbol, and that's 10 times. On Hamilton, you have a 10 times and 20 times multiplier. So going forward, I'll announce what multipliers are in effect on each ticket. Okay. All right, moving on. What I don't like about this ticket, take a look at the odds to win $25 and $50. Over 1 in 1,000. 1 in 1224 and change for $25. 1 in 1,500 to win $50. Your odds of winning the 100 are the same as your odds of winning 50. 1 in 1,500. 1 in 1,500 odds to win $100 is pretty good for a $2 ticket, but those same odds to win $50 are outrageous. Absolutely outrageous. Highest guaranteed winner you can expect in this game per pack is $20 at 1 in 100 odds, since there's 100 tickets in a pack. It's worth noting that $15 is actually considered an outlier, slight outlier, because your odds of winning 15 are 1 in 125. Okay. There's 22 winners guaranteed per pack of 100. Your expected payback per pack is just $82 out of $200, which gives you an expected payback percentage of 41%. Now, it's likely that your pack payback will probably be a little higher, because you have slightly more than 2 expected winners of $5, slightly under 2 expected winners of $10. Most packs will have a 15, but not all. So it's easy to see how your personal pack payback could be a little higher, but I don't count the almosts and the just overs. I count strict minimums when I do this percentage. Okay. And because of that, in this low expected payback percentage, and we will again come to that at the end of the video, I give Hamilton a score of 3.5 out of 10. That the big turnoffs for me are the horde odds to win $25 and $50 and this low payback percentage. Alright, let's move on to Jackson, and this is a $3 ticket, and I have to say, typically with this kind of game, the $3 tickets, by my own personal experience, have been the worst. After I crunch the numbers, I see why. Okay. Overall odds for Jackson are 1 in 3.78, which is a little high for a $3 ticket. Overall payback is 63%. Again, that's in line with $3 tickets for the Colorado Lottery. Multipliers you can hope to find here are 10 times and 30 times. Alright, top prize is $50,000. There's 3 available, which is a little on the low side, but within the expected range. Only 4 $5,000 prizes, that's fairly low. And 7 $1,000 prizes, also low. Okay. Then the prize amounts go 500, 300, and 300 is a bonus prize amount. You don't normally see 300. 100, 50, 30, 20, 15, 10, 5, and 3. So why do I hate this game so much? And believe me, I use the word hate realistically. Your highest winner you can expect to find in a pack on this game is just $15. The odds of winning 20 are stupid. 1 in 250. In other words, only 2 out of every 5 packs are going to have a $20 winner. That's just dumb. Okay? $30 is even an outlier. Granted, a slight outlier, but still, 1 in 125. So you're not guaranteed a $30 winner in a pack. You can expect to find just 24 winners per pack of 100 tickets. If you find more, you're doing better. You're doing good. You got a good pack. But you can only expect 24. Your expected payback per pack is a mere $105 out of 300, which leads us to the worst payback percentage I've seen. 35%. Let that sink in for a moment. Your expected payback percentage in a pack is just 35%, because you can't expect to find an outlier amount. Okay? You can't expect to find anything over the $15 winner threshold. You may very well find a 20 or a 30. You might find a 50 or a 100 or one of the really high amounts, but you can't depend on it. So your expected payback percentage is 35%. The overall payback is 63%. That is a 28% point differential between the whole payback and your expected payback. This is not a good game at all. The odds to win 50 or 100 are decent. They're where they should be for a $3 game. So I give the lottery credit in that respect for not jacking up the odds on those 2 benchmark amounts. But that's about as much credit as I choose to give the lottery. I scored the Jackson ticket 2.5 out of 10. The lowest score I give to any of the 5. And the lowest score I've given a lottery ticket thus far. Alright, let's move on to the $5 grant. It's a $5 ticket. Overall odds 1 in 3.45, which are actually pretty good for a $5 game. It's one of the few things I like about this ticket. Overall payback 68.5%. Again, that's pretty much in line with $5 tickets from the Colorado Lottery. But unfortunately, the only other nice thing I have to say about Grant is they too have the bonus prize level of $300. You can see the prize amounts. 100,000, 30,000, 3,000, that's a little bit of a drop. 1,000, 5,000, 1,500, 300, 100, 50, 30, 20, 10, and 5. Oh yes, before I forget, multipliers for Grant. You're trying for 10 times, 20 times, or 50 times. Okay. Not a whole lot positive to say about Grant and a lot negative, so let's get to it. For starters, only 2 top prizes of 100 grand. That's not good in my opinion. But take a look at the odds to win $50. Typically, the lottery has, for many years, on the $5 and $10 games, put the odds of a $50 winner as such that you can find 1 per pack. So 1 in 60 odds, because 60 tickets come in both the $5 and $10 packs. And the odds of winning $50 on this game are 1 in 237.62. Almost 1 out of every 4 packs. $50 is a benchmark amount, folks. It's 10 times the cost of the ticket in this case. And you're making it next to impossible to win. That's outrageous. The odds of 100 are not that great either. 1 in 710.06. For a $5 game, they just shouldn't be quite that high. Highest guaranteed win you can expect on this in a pack on this game is $30. That's your 1 in 60. You're only guaranteed one $20 winner per pack, although you might end up with a second if you get a good pack. The odds of 1 in 10 aren't that bad, 1 in 12, but still, this is just not that great a game. So per pack of 60, you can expect to find 16 winners and get an expected pack payback of $145, which yields an expected payback percentage of 48.33%. Ew. That's 20 points lower than the total or theoretical payback for the game. No. We'll come back to that here in a couple minutes, but that's something that just does not sit well with me. The higher you go on the prize, the higher that you go on the price point of a ticket, the more you should be expecting to get back. And that's not happening on this series. I give Grant a score of 3 out of 10. I just don't think I think this is easily one of the worst $5 tickets we have. Alright, let's get to Franklin, the $10 game. It's actually a little disappointing, but Franklin is probably what I would view as the second best game of the batch. Franklin's a $10 ticket. Overall odds 1 in 3.33, which is actually pretty good. It's definitely on the better end of the scale for a 10. Overall payback is 71%, but we're going to find out in a couple moments that doesn't mean squat. Okay? And like with all $10 tickets offered by the Colorado Lottery, there is a second chance drawing available for another top prize of $250,000. And I'm going to go off for a moment here. That is one thing I do not care about with the Colorado Lottery. I'm grateful they offer second chance drawings, but typically it's all on the higher end tickets. $10, $20, $50. Colorado Lottery, if you're watching, if you're listening, not everybody can afford to play those denominations. I'd like to see you return to offering second chance drawings on some of the lower price point tickets. You used to offer second chance drawings on the $3 crosswords and the $5 crosswords. I like the fact that you offered second chance drawing on the $2 play on game, even though I'm not crazy about the prizes. You need to start offering some second chance drawings on the lower price points as well. Okay, rant over. Let's get to the prize table. 2 top prizes of $250,000, plus, of course, the second chance top prize. But 2 instant top prizes of $250,000, that's a little low. Usually, if the lottery only offers 2 top prizes on a $10 game, the top prize is $500,000. 3 $50,000 prizes, also low. 7 $10,000, and then they offer $5,000 and $1,000. Then it goes pretty standard from there. 500, 200, 100, 50, 40 is a bonus prize level. You don't normally see $40 as a prize level on a match the number ticket. And then 30, 20, and $10. Before I forget again, multipliers you're chasing on Franklin are 20 times, 50 times, and 100 times. It should be noted on all the tickets, folks, you can get $1 prizes under the multipliers, $1, $2, single-digit prize amounts under the multipliers. So even if you hit a bigger multiplier, like say 50 or 100 times, not likely to be a claimer. Okay. One of my biggest pet peeves with this is take a look at the odds of winning 50 and 100. Remember a few moments ago on Grant when I said that used to be on the $5 and $10 tickets, your odds of hitting $50 would be 1 in 60 or 1 per pack? Not the case here on Franklin. Odds of winning 50 are 1 in 146.34. That's not good. Now, the odds of hitting 100, 1 in 154.24, are pretty good. And the odds of hitting 200 are even fairly decent at 1 in 373.83. But the odds of winning $50, which is a mere 5 times the cost of the ticket, and you're only basically going to find one in every 2.5 tickets. I'm going to stop here and we're going to continue this in a little bit. Okay, I'm back. It's just wrong. Colorado Lottery, you need to do better. You really do. When the Colorado Lottery first started offering scratch tickets, one of the stated aims was to give players access to more mid-level prizes than the jackpot draw counterparts. And you're starting to get away from that. You're starting to become where on the scratch tickets almost all the prizes are going to be smalls, 1 or 2 top prizes, and then a handful of middle prizes. Whereas it used to be you had a pretty decent shot of winning a middle prize. You need to get back to that. Okay. Highest prize you can expect to win in a pack is that aforementioned bonus level of $40. 17. You can expect 17 winners per pack of 60. Expected payback percentage is, expected payback for a pack is $280 out of 600, which leads us to an expected payback percentage of an abysmal 46.67%, almost 25 points lower than the total theoretical overall payback of 71%. That is extremely low for a $10. You should be at least guaranteed of getting back 50%. There is quite a bit that I find favorable about Franklin, but there's also quite a bit I don't. I'm going to give Franklin an overall score of 4.5 out of 10. So, averaging this 5 scores, there's the summary. 4.5 out of 10 for Washington, 4.5 out of 10 for Franklin, 3.5 out of 10 for Hamilton, 3 out of 10 for Grant, and 2.5 out of 10 for Jackson. If I average all that, I get a 3.6. I don't do 0.6. The lowest, the most I split a point is a half a point. Okay. I went with an overall score of 3.5 out of 10, but this kind of tore me a little bit. Here's why. Look at this graph, this table. Okay. You can see, and I just used the first initials for each game: Washington, Hamilton, Jackson, Grant, and Franklin. The T% means the total payback. The E percent means expected payback. Look at the differences. 10.67 percentage points for Washington, the best of the 5. Jackson, there's a 28-point differential. All 4 of the higher ones have a 20-point difference. That's one reason I can't rate this series very highly at all. But I went ahead and decided to give a 3.5 out of 10 ranking overall, because at least I was able to find a couple positive things to say about each ticket, and I didn't have to stretch the truth to find them. Believe me, if I had not found positives on every game, I would have probably given this series a 3 out of 10. But I'm going to be honest. You want to play 1 or 2 of these tickets as novelties? See if you can maybe take a shot at winning. Go for it, but I would not chase on these games. They'll eat you alive. I hope this information proves useful to you, and I hope it guides your lottery playing decisions if you're in the state of Colorado. If you like these review videos, please like the video, drop a comment, subscribe to the channel. I always appreciate the support I get from you guys. I promise the next video for review won't be almost a half hour long. But thanks for watching, thanks for listening, and we'll see you folks next time. Happy playing.